Hey you guys, welcome back to another review of 90 Day Fiancé. Yes, so many shows. Stay tuned for more.
We keeps it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. So go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, KOED fam, welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
And this here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, it's all about reviews, it's all about entertainment. And tonight, we're going to be talking about 90 Day Fiancé.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget that we do have a Patreon. By joining, have fun over there. We do lives and we just kiki about reality TV and then some personal stuff. So yeah,
That's
definitely
right.
Join our Patreon.
That's right. Go over there and join the dang on Patreon. Then let me come find you with my shoe.
Don't make us look at y'all like, what's her name? Thais' daddy was looking at them over their camera phone.
Ooh,
all right, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Right.
What? So you want me to just kiki at your jokes and stuff like
That's
that,
right.
but then you don't support mine?
That's right.
All right. You know I have the power of the edit. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So it seems that this is the wedding day for everybody, y'all. So everybody, and then, but I'm just ready for the tell all. So let's get into it. Let's first start with Emily and Kobe. Everybody want to do this. Oh, question the fact, should I marry? Should I marry? Should I marry? And it's their wedding day or the day before. Come on, y'all. Like, stop playing in our faces, honey. We know that y'all finna get married.
We're trying to build up this suspense and this tension like 2 or 3 days before the wedding. Come on now. If, like I said, this is my first time watching this show this season. And maybe they had some people that said no. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this season, apparently everybody was going to get married anyway.
Yeah.
So why are you like, oh, let me ponder. Oh, something came up. I see red. You saw red flags for the whole 90 days.
Right, man. Exactly. And then the fact that, come on, production, this get old. We know how it builds up to is and then so let's start.
The only one I had doubts about really was Thaisa and Patrick. Yeah, Thaisa. Thaisa.
One East, not Issa.
Issa.
She's not black. We're trying to put the us on the
yeah. I don't know her dad. Her dad show.
Look, everything Takesha. Now you trying to say Thaisa.
Yeah, Thaisa. Yeah.
Anyway, so Emily is questioning the fact, like I just said, getting married. So she said that, she overreacted. She don't want him to feel no type of way because, she was all in her feelings. But granted, she is pregnant, so she could just be a little extra. So she called him on the phone, and he was a little dry at first. But she said, hey, I just want to apologize. I was acting a little extra. I do trust you. I believe that you're going to be, a good husband.
See, production, you dropped the ball. They really thought they really dropped the ball on this one here.
Why?
Because when Emily called Kobe, and it was a long pause before he said hello on the other end of the phone, I thought it would be a female say hello. That's why I really thought that was going to happen, man.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that it was a long pause before he said anything while he was on the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I thought, okay, maybe there's a female going to say something. He finally said something. Okay.
So
that would be some drama there.
Oh, for sure. Now that would have been good TV.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so yeah, she went ahead and she apologized to him, and so he was like, well, you know what, baby, I forgive you. We gonna have our ups and downs, but we gonna get over it. Let's move forward. So Kobe said that after last night, he didn't think that he's saying the same thing. He didn't think that he was gonna, get married and have a wedding.
Man, be quiet. You knew you was gonna
get that shoe, baby.
Yeah, no, that ain't
shoe worthy.
Yeah, that's not shoe worthy just yet. Let me see. I don't think nobody tonight was shoe worthy. I don't think so.
So, so yeah, he said that stuff, whatever. But he does feel some type of way because he is keeping it secret, and he want to tell her dad at least about her being pregnant. So he don't like holding that. So she's getting ready for the wedding, and all these brides look beautiful. So I can't take that away from us. Um, Emily gets emotional, with her mom, and she's just like, but her mom gave some good advice, like just don't give up, work through your things. Y'all still got some issues and stuff like that. Learn to communicate.
Little did the mom know that she's with child again.
Yeah.
But she was telling all that.
So Kobe is coming out in them tighty doggone whitest, child. Who did what did nobody tell him? Don't do that. Your friends didn't tell you. Y'all all got a package together.
The thing is this, man. To me, tight wires is when you like a little 8, 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's a grown man and wearing them tight white. You do like a grown 8-year-old.
Yeah.
The tight wires on.
Him and his son can eventually share, honey. So, so his friends are coming out, and one thing that I know is one of his friends said he get the what he said, the goose pimples. He didn't say goose bumps.
Maybe it's pimples over there and bumps over here.
Mm. So Emily dad comes in, and him and Kobe, have a conversation, and man, I was so up on this part. I'm just gonna be honest.
Well, let me apologize to Emily's father. I thought he was like one of the guys from Get Out, you know what I'm saying? But this episode showed me that he grew to respect Kobe. He grew to love Kobe. Matter of fact, he felt like he told Kobe, you're like a son to me now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, he gave him something that was real special to him. It was like a family, something passed down to the family. It was something real personal to the dad and gave it to Kobe. And I was like, man, I said, much respect to the father, much respect, you know what I'm saying? And much respect to Kobe, too, because Kobe, he was ate up because of the secret he was holding. He really wanted to tell the dad about the pregnancy, but he didn't want to hear Emily mouth.
Right. And the dad was saying, too, that Kobe asked for his daughter's hand in marriage via a letter, and I think before he even came over here, and then the dad wrote a letter back, and what was in that letter was significant to what was in his hand. Right. You know what I'm saying? He said that's personal, but that's between us. Like, don't open it.
Yeah, and it was real because apparently he didn't want to show it on camera. So yeah.
And the dad got choked up. I said, "Ooh,
he started crying.
I got choked up."
Kobe started crying. She started crying. But man, I said, why am I crying for?
He was crying.
No, please, man.
Let me tell you, he can cry over Coca-Cola commercials. So yeah, he truly.
Yeah,
was crying
I do cry over the Coca-Cola bears. Christmas time, the Coca-Cola bears, they be all playing and cute. Yeah, I do cry over that.
Kobe decided, listen, I'm finna tell this man. And then as the more he started talking out his mouth, he said, no, I can't tell him. So he said, I just really and truly want to thank you. My family appreciate you, everything that you've done, for Emily and my son, to actually take care of him before I even came over here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, appreciate you.
Yeah, and it would have been bad timing for him to tell the dad about the pregnancy right before, everything was so perfect at that time. Everybody opened up, and you really didn't want to ruin that because you told him about the pregnancy and whatnot. So
no telling how his attitude would have been when she came down the aisle.
Yeah, so I'm glad he kind of held out.
So Emily is walking down the aisle, and they both meet, at the altar and everything. I said, Emily then went back to her years ago. She looked really, really slim. So
yeah, it was the angle. Because when they show the angle, I was like, yeah, you're right. Then they show it from the backside. No, you're wrong.
So they, say their vows and everything. And so after they got married, they kissed, they do all that stuff or whatever. After they got married, production said, so now you going to tell your dad? She was like, no. He was like, yes. Kobe like, look, I'm the man now, honey. I'm your husband, and yes, I'm telling.
I think Kobe has to do take charge, because Emily is still, in my opinion, very immature.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have at least one mature person in this relationship, in this marriage. And Kobe he has to. He's had no choice, because Emily's still not gonna grow up.
She told me she's gonna let them find out for themselves. And I guess when they ask and see. So Kobe wants to tell the dad, and so they are at dinner. I don't know. I think it's maybe a couple of days after the wedding and everything. So they're sitting there eating dinner, and somebody asks, "Well, how's married life?" Heck, ain't nothing changed, and they still in y'all house. And so they was like, "It's good, it's good." So mom said no. So Kobe just like, "Listen, I got something to tell you. Emily's pregnant." The mom and the sister like, they were trying to smile through it. You know what I'm saying?
I had to walk out because I didn't want to see the disappointment in the dad's face. So I walked out that part.
Yeah. So the dad was like, "Really? Well, how long? How far?" And on 12 weeks, he was like, "Really?" Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So he was like, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he said,
Thought you walked out.
I was listening though. Oh man, I want to retire in a year and a half. I can't retire now. I want to travel. This man basically put his life on hold because of Emily and Kobe made I think it was a bad decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the child's a bad decision. I'm just saying they should have waited. You know what I'm saying? And not until they got to support another mouth because they want to get the Uchi Coochie on. Yep. They could have waited. Now this man's, man, I want to retire. See, I've seen a lot of guys in jobs like that, and women that they want to retire from their jobs, but they can't because they got to support their kids. You know what I'm saying? And I know several people that had to do that. Not this one here. Not this one here. You on your own. Granddad, don't call me that. Line has been disconnected.
So, the mom said, "Listen, they need to move out." Like, you remember she said that?
Yeah, I heard that. I said, "Man, that gangster came back, boy." She said she ain't sugarcoating no more.
Let me tell you something. It comes to a point when parents want to be empty nesters. Yeah. Like, you want to be. You don't want to have your grown children still staying with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard somebody say this, that they said that they'll be empty nesters, and the husband was happy. And she said he happy because he said, "Ooh, now I can walk around the house naked." It's just the simple things that you just want to do. You ain't got to shut no doors. You ain't got to do none of that stuff.
I'm like, ooh, walk around the house naked, and I walk past the mirror. Like, come on.
So, let's see. That part. So let's move on to. Okay, so on that part like that, it really truly. The dad was like, "What y'all gonna do?" Because he can't work, you can't work. So they was like, the sister was like, Emily just pretty much just kind of take the parents for granted. She just kind of don't
she's
care.
Spoiled. She's spoiled. She feels like she's entitled. And like the dad said, maybe you've been too soft on her. Yes, you have. Duh. That's why y'all in the predicament you're in now.
Yep. Because she was, I think the sister said, "Why you just not telling?" Because he said don't bring no babies in here. Now if the dad would have been stern with, I promise you, she wouldn't have got pregnant. Mm. She wouldn't have got pregnant. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because she would have made sure she took all precautions. Because the thing would have been, you get pregnant, you get put out. Yeah. I don't care. I'm not taking care. I'm not having get pregnant, you get put out.
But that's the problem, man. He gave her so many chances, and she just, like you said, kept taking them for granted.
He paid for the wedding. All right, so let's move on to Miona and Jabri.
They got married.
Basically, the arch finally came.
I said, like you said, babe, let's go to McDonald's and get an arch.
I know that's right. I mean, goodness. And then that didn't look like no arch; it looked like a steeple.
It's like a triangle.
Something.
Come on,
that's the steeple be on top of the church. Don't they be like that?
Yeah.
The steeple. That's what it looked like, girl. There wasn't no arch. Who told you that?
Well, anyway, shout out to Igor. That joke had to drive 3 hours to appease, what's her name? Miona. And she was about to be a Braziller because she couldn't get her arch. And like the grandma said, they're like 2 sticks. You know what I'm saying?
You've been waiting on this. So yeah, the grandma was like, listen, they like gonna be leaving soon, you know. But I commend the friend, Igor.
I said Igor.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear you. But I commend the friend
I
Igor
just
for
said-
being deaf.
I said I give shout out to Igor bringing the arch. 3 hours.
I heard that part, but I'm saying he's deaf. That's my my contribution to what I was trying to say. Yes, he is deaf, and so you know, I mean, shout out to him. He's driving, he's doing some things or whatever. Miona said that he is Jabri friend, but she bonded with him and connected with him too because he is from
Serbia.
Yeah, I want to say Serbia, but Serbia and everything.
Serbia. You on you on Big Mac with that? You can self-serve yourself.
What self-serve yourself?
Self-serve yourself.
So yeah, but it Miona, she didn't get the beach, but she got the desert. Imagine that.
She said it's just like the beach without the water.
No, ma'am. It's really not at all.
It had water for. I think the desert had a little water back in the day. It ain't got no water no more.
Did it?
Yeah.
So she, you know, she sacrificed. I mean, that she also said. Yeah. She also said, okay, that she wanted to get the right dress. She looked at a dress in Chicago. I thought she said she got that, but that didn't work. So she ordered a dress and she seen it online from
Russia. And
so anyway, so she was able to get that dress and she loved it. I really think that Miona was here for the pictures. Like
how she I said when she was I said why she got the duck mouth? I said, oh, she taking pictures. Because when she was on the bed kind of posing like with
the mouth part.
Yeah. I said, okay, she taking pictures.
Yeah, she have to part your mouth.
Yeah, I said, yeah, you're right. She tried to put that Instagram.
Yeah, I think that she was saying, oh, you go ahead. We'll be out here taking pictures. Give me my thing back. We out here taking pictures. Oh, turn, do this, do that. So yeah, she was here for the pictures. So let's see.
Yeah, Instagram on.
So it seems as though they finally get married. You know, the grandmother, she married them. He sung a song, he lit the candles, they sung. I said, y'all don't just hurry this up, and they danced to the song. They was trying to kiss. Grandma said, no, not yet. It's not ready. I mean, it's not time yet. So he wrote a song just for her. And so anyway, so yeah, they got married, and
that's it.
I'm surprised that his mom did not come. Now, granted, from what we heard, they was already married. You know, they just wanted to play out they.
I was surprised. Well, I'm like you. I thought the mom and the dad were going like, surprise, we made it. She stuck to her gun. She stuck to her gangster boy. She said, gang, gang. I ain't coming.
Ever since I said gang, gang,
like gang, gang. I ain't coming.
What you do?
Gang, gang.
Listen, don't be doing no gang, gang signs over here. So no. All right. Anyway, so let's move on to
why you want to be my mama.
No, not your mom, just the boss. That's what I am. Like, come on, you already know how this works. Don't get on camera and try to act different. Don't be new to this. All right, so let's go.
This ain't Atlanta. That ain't Atlanta. That's all your partner.
Let's move on to Patrick and Thais.
They got married.
Yes. But first, you know, it started out with her talking
You only got 5 sentences down for them. They just got married. No,
I got a few more. To where her dad and Patrick was still talking. That's what it is. And I don't know why Thais looked like she ate.
I guess when she get in the presence of her dad, she shrinks down to a little girl.
It really looked like
God, she didn't want
this?
When her dad and Patrick was talking and having that conversation, Thais didn't want to say nothing. I think Patrick was looking at her for help.
Yeah.
And she didn't say nothing.
You on your own, brother. This is what you wanted. And how did dad be looking? I was like, golly.
Intimidated, man.
Very much so.
I was scared to say something about him. See, I'm so scared of him. I had to put my shoe in the closet.
So, long story short, he still didn't get a blessing, but he did say, "Listen, you
Don't
do what you want.
disappoint me.
Yeah, you do what you want to. And me and you, Patrick, we're gonna talk man to man, eye to eye, honey."
Well, yeah. After when he said that, ooh, man, straight gangster, gang, straight gang.
So they was like, "Okay, bet. So let's."
Bet,
That's what I'm
bet,
saying. I said okay. They
bet.
didn't say bet.
I know, but what you
I'm
doing?
saying bet. Let's go. Let's move
Ooh,
on to the next
you
one.
showing your age, man. Nobody say bet no more.
Yes, they do.
No,
What are
they
you
don't.
talking about?
Who said bet?
You don't even know.
I do know. I keep my ear on the street. I do.
With the AAP card. Keep your ear to the street. Who say that? I keep my ear to the streets, honey. Nobody.
But you said bet, though.
People say I be on TikTok with the young folks and everything.
Ain't nobody say no bet. They ain't said bet like since 2003.
I'm
for real.
You know stuff rotate and come back around.
Don't
right?
matter.
Yes.
I ain't
well, that's because you over there with the ARP people. They ain't
ARP
saying bet.
people.
They ain't saying
bet. AARP. Get it right.
I really trying to help you out because you ain't that old, so I was taking away a letter. So you didn't get it. So now you done put yourself over there. But anyway, so bet. Let's move on.
Ain't nobody said bet no more, man. Don't. Oh, Alabama. That's why they call it Bama. That's why they call stuff like that. But go ahead. Bet. I don't know if I said bet no more, man. I guess you still got MCM suits.
Them that came back around.
No, who else MCM suit?
I don't know about the suit, but they got the purses. Yes, that's the
I said the suit. I ain't said about no purse.
If you say the suit, you might well say the purse. Let's move on. So they are headed to the place to where they'll be getting married, and so Patrick was saying,
"Not to wear it." Oh, Anthony bought one.
What?
That jumpsuit Anthony bought me.
I never bought you an MCM anything.
You bought me MCM?
So Patrick was saying that the wedding planner that they got, Monica, that she, took care of everything. I said, ooh, that's when you got the little money, honey, that you can get somebody to take care of everything. All y'all gotta do is show up. So that's basically what it is.
Oh, you can be like Geronimo and what's his name? What's his wife's name?
Oh, Carol.
Carol having her back at the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
All right, get the next one.
Good number 5. Pick it up. So anyway, Patrick is practicing his dancing. I said, that's how Eddie dance.
I don't dance like that. They don't dance no more. All they do is this. I
said, that's how, y'all. That's how Eddie dance. But anyway, so he was actually rhythmless, but he was trying. So he said that's the dance that they're gonna do. So anyway, his friend John and his other friend come in.
His brother John.
I said John and his friend.
You say your friend.
No, I didn't say your friend. I said John and his friend come in.
Okay.
I know what I said, Chad. I'm sleeping, honey.
Go ahead.
They gonna get us in these comments. Y'all play too much. So anyway, so they come in and they talking. So he was just basically telling them, what her dad said and everything. So John just like, listen, I don't think that this right here, the dad ain't approving or anything like that. I really don't think that, it's going to be good for them. They're going to have to put in a lot of work. But he was like, I am here for my brother. And, yeah.
John said bet. But anyway, John started to get choked up because he's talking to her brother. Because he's been with his brother since the last divorce. Well, apparently Patrick went through a lot with that divorce. So, so John's choked up. So I can see why he's overprotective of Patrick. So, we just see how it goes. But what's the deal with that preacher, man? Was he a preacher or was he in the mob?
Did he have on MCM?
Yeah, he had some on tracksuit on.
Yep.
Was he? He's
I thought he was the one on that boat that time.
He had the little glass shades on. Man, what kind of preacher is that, man?
Witness protection program. So anyway, so they say they vows, and I noticed that the dad was on the camera, you know what I'm saying? So he was watching from afar, but he was watching still like this. I said, God, leave Dad. Can you heighten that phone up? So the grandmother was watching, and yeah, they get married. They say their vows, they get married, and it was beautiful. So
Was it?
it was to me. So they talking to production, and she said, John gotta go.
John ain't going nowhere.
I said, as soon as she get that ring, baby, she said, I'm the wife now. Got to go.
John ain't going nowhere.
Let's see. So they dancing. They actually do the dance and everything, and so they're having a good time. So let's move on to who's next. Who's next? Say the best for last, baby.
Shout out Bilal.
Yep. Say the best for last.
They got married.
Yes, they did. They got married in the house that y'all said is a rental home. So they made it work.
Yeah. So it must be his house for real, because you just can't get married in a rental home like that.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic.
One thing too that we noticed that he said Nefertiti, which is his sister, she's doing the decoration. Nefertiti. She did the dress. She did the decorations. Now you supposed to got all this money, Bilal. What did you pay?
I think Bilal probably paid for the whole wedding $100.
Because it wasn't much, right?
Yeah, he probably paid for the decorations. Went in with his sister for the decorations because he used the house. He didn't pay for nothing for no venue or nothing like that. He had a suit already because he had to iron it. I was like, man, who irons their own suit for a wedding? You think they'd take it to the cleaners or something?
Oh.
And sister made the dress, made the decorations, probably made the cake, probably birthed the pigeons and the doves. He probably birthed them. So yeah, so she probably did the cooking.
She did everything.
Yeah.
So Shida was getting her makeup done, and she looked absolutely beautiful. They put the veil, the dress, everything on her. She looked gorgeous. So let's see. So she did say that she went ahead and signed the prenup. She looked over everything, and he did put the clause in there, I guess, about having a child.
Yes, he amended. He did amend the prenup with the child, for the child and her business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Bilal is getting ready himself, and he making sure that his ankle's not ashy.
And the thing, cut his own son hair. His son can't even go to a barbershop. Cut his own son hair.
Yeah.
Man, that's why he got the house cheap.
No, he really probably supposed to be in that first house, that family home.
Probably so.
So,
golly.
So Shida FaceTime her family. She gets teary-eyed because they were like, you look so beautiful. So she's letting them know she about to, go ahead and get married. Now, the kids are in the wedding, but I didn't know that his daughter was actually going to sing.
I didn't see the ex-wife there.
She better not have been.
She was so concerned about the prenup and her kids' wealth or whatnot. You think she'd be there kind of observing the wedding?
I don't think that would have been a good idea if Shida would have wanted that.
Well, that's the thing. If she came to Shida in good terms and had good intentions, she could have been at the wedding.
Yeah. So the daughter is singing. I guess it's something from their culture, and Shida's coming down the aisle.
She came down the step.
Well, yeah, down the steps.
Almost tripped down the
step.
She
did. She had to hold on to that wall.
I said, somebody should be holding her down the steps, man. Hold her hand. And she'll fell down the step. Bilal said, yes.
Why he would have did that?
I got that life insurance.
So the minute she, come to the altar or the living room, wherever it was,
the living room.
Bilal had that cheese, baby. He was smiling from ear to ear. I ain't never seen that teeth that big. So the preacher is saying that, according to their culture, that they have to say yes.
So you got 3 times.
3 times. And they both said yes. So the son was doing like I was doing. He was taking a nod, honey, because I was taking a nod doing this. I was struggling.
And production, after they was in confession, the production asked the son, "Were you asleep?" He said, "No, I was concentrating." "With your eyes closed?" He said, "No, maybe." So,
They just as cute. So yeah, so they did say that they're excited about their dad getting married.
Yeah.
They never seen their dad this happy. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. They say it's gonna be nice.
You know what? All joking aside, I hope it works out for everybody other than Eve and Muhammad. I feel like Eve just they were using each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope it works out for everybody.
All right, you guys. The tell all will be next Sunday. Unfortunately, we can't get it to you on time. So yeah.
Yeah, to give it to you late.
We'll see. Friday will be our last show, and then we'll be like, on vacation. So, but yeah. So we will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!